Next thing we're talking about, we're going to do a giveaway. E92 in the shop today. We got a set of 1320 performance downpipes we're going to put on it so we can sell the stock cats that were on here. This will be really my first experience with the E92 modifying it. We took care of most of the problems with the car. Had some electrical issues, had a bad alternator, some bad grounds, junction box was bad, a bunch of stuff. Kind of a pain to figure out, but seems to be running good now. So get up in there, throw these downpipes on it. We're going to put a MHD tune in it off of my phone. And then we're probably going to take it to the dyno and see how much power it makes, so we have a good comparison with a bolt-on LS. So we'll get to it. Pretty simple. 4 nuts here, a couple clips for rear, 2 sensors. I need to unplug those. Then up here on the stock turbos, there's 2 V-bands kind of tucked up in here. So I believe we need to pull the O2 sensors out, but I think I can drop them down and get to them. So I'm gonna try to get that rear one out first. And then from what I've seen, I need to pull the rack loose and slide it forward so I can get through here, but it looks to me like I can get to that bolt. So if we don't have to pull the rack, I won't. One's out. After the 2 switched over. Spiking this V-band back on here is kind of pain.
No, where are they at? Oh, what the hell? Why would anyone keep one of these on purpose?
Alright, so you got both downpipes up in there. Pretty tight up here. But the rear one went in first, got it pretty tight. Front one got snuck in. We had a little problem getting into the turbo, but they're in there, so they're not all the way tight. We're gonna go ahead and throw these bolts and gaskets on. It came with new ones, get those tightened up, and then tighten up this V-band connection up here to the turbos. We did have to pull the power steering rack forward to get some more room, but it's not too bad. So right, we got the exhaust connections on there. Everything clears. It's real tight here. Tried to get it as far over as I could, but so we're gonna go ahead and tighten up the V-bands up there, run the O2s up with the rack back in, and we'll be good to go. Hey, this is for John. He's a local guy who bought a swap kit from me. Had a 6.0 square port motor and a 4L80. We were going to build a turbo kit for it, and then came across a deal on an entire LT4 dropout. LT4 blower, TR6060, harness, ECU, clutch, everything. So I told him bring it by. I'll make mounts for it. We'll get the mounts, transmission mount figured out. And then we're gonna have him bring his car over and slam it in it, help him get all the mechanical stuff done, and then let him take over the swap from there.
How's the wiring going to work? Is he going to try to use the GM harness, or is he going to do the Holly?
No, he's getting the new Holly with a DI module, so it'll be, the wiring will basically be basically be just like, you know, an LS swap would be like we explained it,
yeah.
but he has a DI module. It's a 6060, so it doesn't need trans control. So it should be pretty simple as far as wiring goes. There's going to be a little more complicated plumbing and the accessory drive because
a little blower.
Yeah, we got to deal with the blower. We got to deal with the LT water pump.
It's gonna make this. I mean, if somebody got like a 5.3 or a naturally aspirated 6.2, like these motors are serious.
Yeah, they make good power. And hey, I mean, even a bolt-on 5.3 makes like 400 horsepower wheel.
Yeah.
You'd never get 400 out of a 5.3 LS. I mean,
and that's in a truck.
Yeah, it's in a truck.
I wonder if you can put a regular T56 behind these yet.
Yeah, you can. The pattern's all the same. The only thing you got to deal with is the 8-bolt crank.
That's weird. I never noticed that. Never had the transmission out of one though, I guess. That little hump. I wonder what's in there.
I don't know.
Now I'm curious.
Well, when I get that trans and try to stab it in from the bottom rather than pull everything out again.
So yeah, the 1 Series build is going to be on hold for a second while Mike figures this out, and then we'll go back to it. Pretty cool though. It fits in there really.
Yeah, as far as I know, it'll be the first LT4 BMW in the States. There was a guy that did the M3 overseas, so it should be pretty cool.
I'm not feeling that sporty today.
No. Yeah, so if anybody's never seen a 6060, they have a remote mounted shifter, kind of like the BMW Trans does, which actually brings up a really good point. I wonder if you can use a stock BMW shifter, because look in this car.
Oh.
So there's a rod that normally goes from here to the Trans. Very similar. Might just need an adapter rod and maybe a little mount, or maybe a different type of mount, and use the BMW shifter on this.
Yeah, that one's definitely narrower.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. We'll check that out. But these little things do not want to come out. And that shifter might be applicable because the rod is right there. This one is right here.
It's crooked in the...
Yeah, it needs to twist this way. I think this mount is what's holding us up. It needs to go towards the driver's side, right?
Yeah.
I mean, unless I scoop the engine and trans backwards, which I can do, because it's all the way forward right now.
You want to support it back here and try to pry it?
Yeah. This seems to be it's clicking at the same time.
Why does every GM motor fit perfectly in a BMW?
Only thing that's real tight over here is AC. So this valve cover might have to get modified a little. Are these rockers this high, or is this just like PCV stuff?
It's because they sunk the coils. I don't think the rockers are really that high. I think if you could get rid of those and do like the low profile, you could do like a coil relocation and do the motion raceworks. That's some really nice one.
Yeah, you might need to do that for that AC. I think if we get that manifold out of there, like front to back, it's okay. Because our main supercharger drive belt is like right at the K member, so that's fine for radiator clearance.
Even the freaking steering.
Yeah, steering rack clears.
That's crazy.
This exhaust manifold.
I wonder if there's a way to tell based on the blower what this came off. But it would have to be a Camaro because
It's not dry sump.
well,
It's either
it's not weird.
It's
like
either a V or a
oh, yeah, it could be a V.
or a VO1. Oil cooler ports. They're well above where I need to go.
Yeah, you're gonna lose one of the mounting points, but
What mounting point is that? Oh, we're not gonna use that cooler. We can't. So
you ain't even got one.
I need to be 4 inches below here. So yeah, I'll be fine. Basically, I'll notch right here, and then we're gonna go 9.5 inches, somewhere like that. So it'll be a notch right in this area.
Yeah, that's probably this. All this shit's molded here, so you can even see
Oh
where
yeah,
it is.
that's exactly where that is.
Yeah.
Then we'll just extend this. Actually, oh yeah, we are going to. I guess unless I just flatten the back side of my the pickup
Well, that's what I thought at first, but you will lose. You're losing a lot of surface area.
of the screen. Yeah. Yeah, we'll just extend that back. Make the 2 little tabs on there to bolt down. The holly pan would clear because I believe on the dimensions I was looking at there, it's like 10 inches. I'll have to look it up. Nine and a half.
And you're
So
at
it's
10 and a quarter.
10 and a quarter is where the K member is from right there.
So you'd have 1/4 of an inch on the holly pan.
I need to look it up if it was 10. Yeah, but this notch will work.
So Mike got the pan figured out. The next hurdle is accessories. This is a lot different. Weird water pumps and brackets and tensioners and
tensioner for the blower over here. Another idler that should be here. So the belt comes around and drives the blower here. So all this stuff for the blower tensioner is kind of right in the way to make a bracket similar like the LS to put the alternator, power steering pump here. Typically these would have an alternator down here. No, the alternator's up here.
No, it's down low.
It's down low?
Yeah, because that's where the tensioner is for the 6 rib.
Okay, so either way, there's no factory power steering option. So if we wanted to make a bracket to put the BMW stuff over here, we have no way to route this belt back this way because of all this stuff that's in the way. It can't really move. So we found Dirty Dingo makes a kit that puts like an FBODY style water pump on here with some adapters. So you get center driven water pump. Then they do a, what is it, alternator up here? No, the alternator, power steering pump, AC compressor high, and then all the blower stuff is driven on that same 8 rib belt. So that seems like it might be the best option right now to get this thing going. There's a bunch of other guys that make kits, like Holly makes a mid-drive kit, but everything is, you know, $2,000 plus. So to get this thing on the road cheaper right now, I think we're gonna explore that Dirty Dingo option.
Yeah, because that thing was like $900.
Yeah, it's like $900
Plus
you have to get a
accessories.
water pump, alternator, power steering pump, AC compressor. So I think that's the best option. Proven with the blower strong enough to do that. We could sit here and develop something, but I don't think that's worth it with that already on the market.
This is what we're looking at. So this is the Dirty Dingo kit. Factory Camaro ZL1 CTS harmonic balancer. It won't enlarge the damn kit.
Oh, it uses a CTSV harmonic balancer.
So is it not? It looks like it doesn't. Look at this picture. It looks like it deletes. It deletes the 6 rib. The 6 rib's still there. It's running off the front 8 rib though. That's what it's doing. Because that's why they tell you have to buy a specific sanded 8 rib compressor. Right. And then they give you all the pulleys.
So everything would be running off of this.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't think it's any different.
Not that one.
Yeah, see that bitch was holding it up.
Oh. That was holding the whole motor up. Oh wow. Now we kind of need to jack up. Man, that looks like LS.
I think the port is wider. Oh no, that's what it is. The ports are rotated.
Look.
That's, yeah, the port's rotated. That's why there's an adapter, because they freaking,
No, they're longer.
the back side of the,
They're longer.
well, because the port's rotated. The square port is rotated 90 degrees.
Oh, gotcha.
And that's all they do is they're machining.
That thing through.
Yeah, that
To
thing
make
has a
a-
weird twisted port that turns it. That's all it is.
Cover.
Might not. You might need
some patented spacers. No way. Yeah, look. Yeah, so there's...
Which water pump is that?
This is a VIP. So theirs probably comes out to here. And then that's how that runs on that front.
Yeah, look, it just barely clears that throttle body.
Is this thing giant? Well, theirs was an outlet over here.
So this isn't the right year model
No,
Corvette.
this is an LS3 and an LS2.
That's the issue.
So that's going to do it on John's LT4 for now. We're going to get the accessory drive figured out once we talk to him a little bit more. We got the downpipes in my E92, so we should be taking that thing over to Caesar within the next week or so. We'll see what it puts down. We're going to compare that to the 1 Series, this car, with the NA 6-liter that's going in it. So should be pretty comparable on horsepower. I think they'll both be in right around 400 or so. Difference will be this will be auto. The E92 is a manual, but it'll be interesting to see, you know, a basic bolt-on tune N54 versus a basic bolt-on NA 6-liter LS. So a lot of people, you know, talk about the horsepower curves and things like that. On his dyno, we'll get to see the horsepower by mile an hour on both, because that's what we're used to seeing, and that's what the car or the tire sees. So that's how we like to show those dyno plots. The next thing we're talking about, we're going to do a giveaway. We're getting really close to 2,500 subscribers on our YouTube channel. So what we're going to put together is a list of how we're going to run the giveaway, but basically we're going to either have a Facebook or an Instagram post. You're going to need to be a subscriber to our YouTube channel. You're going to need to either share the Instagram or Facebook post, and then we're going to let that run for a certain number of days. We're still working it out right now, but at the end of it, we're going to take a random person that shared either one of the posts. We're going to make sure that you're a subscriber to our YouTube channel, and we're going to give away a full swap kit. So mounts, transmission cross member, accessory drive, be totally free. If you've already done a swap and you get picked, we're going to work out a way to compensate you for that rather than another kit. If you want another kit, you want to sell it to somebody, that works out too. But we're still working out a little bit of the logistics on that, but look for that coming up soon. Anything else?
That's it.
That's it. All right, we'll catch you guys in the next one.